Alright guys, last week I reviewed the VW ID4 Pro, which I absolutely hated, and I was talking about how I'm just going to show you guys my car next week, and here we are. In my opinion, one of the best bangs for your buck that you can buy from Ford, twin turbo V6, almost 400 horsepower, the big old family Wagoneer. And another good thing is we're filming this at the local synagogue.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get recorded.
We're definitely gonna get views on this video because of the synagogue people. So I want to show you guys around.
He's gonna get banned for saying that.
So this car, hopefully the wind isn't too bad, but this car comes stock with around 360 horsepower because it is the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 with the 6-speed automatic. Now there's a lot of things I absolutely love about this car. I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace. Am I in the frame?
Yes.
Okay, good, because the camera's like tilted down. I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace yesterday and I saw a bunch of these for sale for 4, 5, 6 grand, but they all had a lot of miles. When I got this car, it was at 60,000 miles and now it's at 120. So for the past 2 years of ownership, I've put 60,000 miles on this car, which is a lot, but that's because I like driving this car. So I feel like I hit all the markers to be able to make a good review about this car. So I'll start with the things I like about it, and the things I don't like about it we'll add after. The main reason I like this car was, number one, I bought it off of my family, so I got a good deal on it. But number two is it's a 3-row car, so if I can unlock it. Front seats, absolutely normal front seats. Steering wheel is kind of chopped, kind of looks ugly because of this big old piece right here, but that's whatever. Are you recording me? All right, back seats. You have a lot of room. If you come in here and sit down in the back seats, I'm 6 feet tall. You got a lot of room back here. Nice sunroof. And then obviously we have the 3rd row. Now you can put those seats down and we'll get to that later, but obviously you have stuff in the back right here. So I won't show you how much leg room there is back there, but there's honestly not too much, but it is a nice little comfortable 3-row. I do have bigger rotors on this car, front and back. We have a aftermarket sway bar linkage on this side, which likes to make some sound because it unbuckled for some reason. The front tires are basically bald. If you see that, we'll need to get new ones for that soon. But then back tires have some meat. I think these are like some random all seasons. I have no clue what they are. Moving to the trunk, obviously she's dirty, so don't worry about that. Gotta clean this camera off a little bit. This is how it looks like with the seats up. Obviously a little spare tire thing. There is a spare back here, full size spare too, not just a donut, which is nice. Or is it just a donut? Hold on. It's like a thicker type of donut, so if you do get like left on the side of the road, you won't be completely screwed. To close it, you have this button right here and you just click it and it automatically closes it. You can also do it with the remote. This is how the key looks like. Normal little key, a little beaten up, but 100,000 miles. I'll go over what's underneath the hood. Regular hood latch, nice and normal. You can also open up the trunk with this button here, but it has to be in park when you do it. If you're in drive and you should open it, it just beeps at you. Oh my god, it's windy as hell today. Okay. It's a all-wheel drive car, so the engine is this way. Kind of annoying, but you can see the turbos. There's one right there. Can't tell if you can see that well. Another one's in the back. Big old air. Like everything here is pretty much stock. Yesterday it was 40 degrees and sunny. I wanted to film it yesterday, but the car was really dirty, so we washed the inside. But then last week it was like 40 degrees, then it snowed at night. I filmed a night drive video, and then it snowed. That was the last time it snowed, and then yesterday was 45. Today's 40 again, and then tomorrow's 12 degrees. So Minnesota got some fuck-ass weather for cars. Look how cold that dude is. Ooh. Now, getting inside of the car, this little stitching likes to split, so we put electrical tape on there to try to be innovative. Have some salt on the floor mat, obviously. And to start it, very simple. You put your foot on the brake, One click.
I just slipped getting in.
Nice. The heat does work good. Don't worry about that. I have to change oil soon. It does take a little bit to heat up because it is a direct injection engine that has a lot of coolant, and obviously with twin turbos, it cools a lot more. This is an aftermarket stereo as well. That's why it has like this setup going on. This is how... Whoa. Matrix attack. If you didn't have an aftermarket stereo, it would just look like this normally. You have your audio here for radio and whatnot. Then you have your climate control for heated steering wheel, heated seats, normal like dual zone heating, phone, maps, Apple CarPlay settings. And this car does have ambient lighting around here, and it looks really nice. Later, I'll take a little night video so I can show you guys that. I have to say, controlling this car when you're driving, or the controls in general, are pretty good. You have everything for cruise control here. You have everything for like music, phone calls, volume here. And then for volume, you can also just swipe your finger up, down, kind of like how the Volkswagen was. And then same thing with the air. You guys can see the air going up and down on the right side there. It's pretty good. AC, max AC, anti, like defrost and everything there. All this is pretty nice. Only thing that is annoying is whenever you do end up wanting to switch over from face to feet to windshield or anything, you need to click it on the screen. So if you're in Apple CarPlay, you have to go here, click sync, then click climate, and then you can change it to whatever you want. It is pretty fast response, which is nice, so no complaints there. For dimming your gauges, everything's just there, easy enough. You honestly have some good view coming out from the mirror even though this car is so long. Nice sunroof. It doesn't open up fully, so I guess it's like a moon roof or whatever you guys call it. It's just glass. One thing that I did hate about this car, this glass once shattered, and it is like the window tampered glass. On every other car I've ever seen in my life, when it has a sunroof, the roof is typically kind of like the windshield. It's laminated, so when it shatters, it doesn't completely disintegrate on top of you like normal windows would. But for this car, for some reason, when this shattered, it completely disintegrated, and when I was driving slowly on the way home or to pick him up, it completely caved in on me, and we had to go to a junkyard to find a new one. If I have any clips of that, I'll put it in now. So this is the current state of the Lincoln. We got a little convertible in our hands, don't we? All of this is cracked, so I think the plan is to just clean it all up and go on a little drive. But that is a annoying part of this car. So if you do buy this car and it comes with this option, just know if this ever cracks, it's going everywhere. Now, I'm not too big fan of this two-tone tan. I'm going to eventually dye this all black. This might be in one of the up-and-coming videos. This wood trimming low-key has grown on me, but it's not my favorite. It goes all the way here, and it goes all the way to the back seats, which is nice. Now, the suspension in the front is quite rough, and I don't know if that's because of the like sway bars or aftermarket shocks or whatever. I don't believe this has aftermarket shocks, but I can't remember and whatnot. What are you laughing about?
Aftermarket sharts. That's what you're about to say.
Okay. But it rides rough. When we do a driving POV, you will be able to see and hear that it's like clunking up and down, like glunk, glunk, glunk. But because of that rough suspension in the front, it does handle surprisingly well for a 5.5 thousand pound full-size SUV. So I have no complaints with that. 0 to 60, I think it's like low 5s or maybe upper 5s. It's pretty quick. I won't be able to floor it in this video because I need to get an oil change, and I don't want to put the engine underneath like stress when it needs an oil change. Another annoying thing about this car, anytime you get out of the car and then it's running and you close the door, it's gonna honk at you. Basically now it's locked for like anybody else who wants to get inside of the car, but it is annoying because every time you want to go get something, it's gonna lock it and whatnot. Another complaint about this car, if it's nighttime and you're trying to do something in the trunk, you can't see these lights too well. There's surprisingly no lights anywhere around here. Like this looks like it would be a light, right? But I guess not. But there's no lights that like shine over here. So when it's dark outside and you want to close the trunk, if you accidentally hit it and it's already folded down, this is gonna start going up, and whatever's in your trunk is gonna start flying, and it will crush it. But like, it's really annoying. They should have thought about that. Now, since this is my car, I want to talk about what I want to do to this car. One of the main projects I want to do is black out all of this. Maybe we'll try tinting the windows just a little bit, not anything too dark. First priority is if you put it into reverse gear right now, the camera is a little bit broken. Now, I did mention that this is an aftermarket stereo system, and we didn't fully take apart the back of the trunk, but to check like the wires for the backup camera. But I'm thinking it's just a wiring connection to this screen, so we're gonna probably need to take out this screen and look at it. Then I'm gonna be able to fix the rear suspension, because if you go and look, like fourth time exiting this car, look at the front suspension, 2 fingers. Look at the rear suspension, it's a whole fist. So that's definitely on the market. I want to be able to put different like shocks or whatever the car is, and it's pretty easy. I've seen a video about it. We just take out the inside trim of this quarter panel from the inside, obviously, buy new shocks and whatnot, and that'll be it. But the tint on these back windows is low-key pretty dark. It also has nice little shades if you're back here, and low-key pretty nice, I can't lie. The back also has heated and cooled seats, I believe. I don't think the front seats don't have cooled seats, but I think the back seats do. They have their own climate back there as well, which is nice. This car is an all-around nice luxury car for the price. Like I said, you can get one with around 100,000 miles for like $6,000 or $7,000, and it's honestly really worth it. They handle pretty good. These engines, I've heard, go to around 250,000 miles if you take care of them, so make sure you guys take care of the engines. But now it's about time to do a little POV drive. Trader Joe's pit stop. This dude needs some cheese before we hit the road.
See if you can find me a raw unsalted cheese.
Bro decided to buy the big old block of blue cheese. So my car is gonna start smelling like blue cheese. His breath is gonna start smelling like blue cheese. I'm gonna start smelling like blue cheese because I'm gonna have a bite. Oh look, the sun came out right when we ended filming that gloomy ass car review. Alright, now it's time to go on a little drive.
Guess whose hand smelling blue cheese? Blue cheese? I swear to God, I'm addicted to blue cheese.
I'm putting that in the video. Alright, now we made a few pit stops. We got some Monster, obviously, and then bro got tuna that were
Wait, let me feel. Oh, it's getting soft.
oh yeah, we got tuna that, what is it called? Thawing. We're thawing out on the anti like freeze thing.
So super good for you. Raw wild caught tuna.
He also got blue cheese.
Raw milk blue cheese.
Yeah, which was low key pretty ass.
No, I think
No, it was good. It just smelled like ass. It smelled like shit, and then he tried putting it up there, and I was like, what the hell?
yeah. I was like, well, let it melt. Let it ferment even more. No, it just smells like feet,
Yeah.
but it tasted good.
You guys are gonna notice the clunking what's going on the right side, and that's what I was talking about, like the shock, like what was bad and whatnot. But we'll just do some nice little back road drives. I like this car a lot. It handles really good, believe it or not. Like, it has some body roll, but it's honestly not like a lot. It's crazy. When we take some turns later on, you guys will maybe notice it. I don't know how well you'll be able to like actually feel how it feels to like drive.
Swerve into this dead end.
Also, I forgot to mention, this car does have sports mode. So like, for example, we go down here, we shift it into sports mode, and now it will do like the regular sports mode things, like it will shift later and it won't downshift as much. But then if I click one of the paddle shifters, so let's say I go down one, it's now going to stay in manual until I personally change it into drive with the gear selector again. So right now it's in third gear. You guys can see on the odometer or the tachometer, which is another like small little annoying part of this car. It doesn't have actual tachometers and whatnot. The only actual gauge it has is this little speed thing, and it doesn't have anything else. Everything else is on the screen, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but we're gonna move.
These lanes so narrow.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah. we'll leave it in drive. We'll put it in sports mode when we enter like a highway or a big road. But now since we're just cruising through like nice little curvy roads, I don't want to do anything crazy. Ooh, that's a nice Veloster. That would be another option for the build series, one of those Velosters.
How much are they?
I don't know. I've never really looked at those Velosters, so I have no clue. I'm planning on buying a semi-broken car and rebuilding it, and I was thinking like a Ford Focus ST. So if you guys would like that, comment down below. The lady is like, what the hell is this dude wearing on his head? This is how Minnesota's winters look like on the lake. All frozen, got some islands over there. That house, believe it or not, right there is actually an island, and I don't know how they get up there during the summertime. Probably just like boat or not, or if they have like a separate house. But the blinkers aren't like regular blinkers that it holds the stick up. It kind of bounces, so when we take a turn, I'll show you guys. But if I wanted to turn, it will bounce back. Like, see, maybe you guys can see, like, see how it bounced back, and then to turn it off, I just have to gently push it back up. I like it. A lot of people don't like it. I know I believe it's like the Lexus LC500 does the same thing with their blinkers, but I'm not sure. Some wood. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention about this car, the cup holders are kind of ass. One time we were driving this car to like the little hills and mountains of Minnesota, and I was taking a pretty sharp left turn, and I had a bottle of grape soda right where this Blue Monster is down here, and it spilled all over him because
All over my pants, and you were turning left on a roundabout, I remember.
and if you guys look down there, there's nothing to
massive they are.
yeah, there's nothing to hold down your actual cup like in every other cup that has like plastic things to pinch them. So it's really annoying. I mean, it's an American car. It's made for those giant like gallon-sized sodas you get at like Quick Trip and whatnot. You guys probably can't tell, but in real life you can hear the turbo spool, and it sounds really cool. Another thing I would like to do is add like a little cold air intake. We'll probably do that relatively soon. I just have to go to a junkyard and find some some air box like piping, because I don't want to buy the whole system just in case I mess something up. So that'll be another video. Well, maybe next week we'll come up with that. Also, average gas on this car I believe is 16 miles a gallon, but if you Google it, I think it says 15 miles a gallon city and then 20 miles a gallon highway, which is really bad. But you know, if you're buying this car, you're buying it typically for a SUV and this a little bit more horsepower. They did come with like an inline 4 version as well, but it probably has way better gas mileage. So if you don't care about the performance and you just want Lincoln MKT, what has any type of engine, just get that one. You'll be saving yourself a lot of money with gas. But another great thing about this car is if you like taking road trips, I've taken this car basically all around America. I've taken it to Texas, I've taken it to California and Seattle twice, I've taken it to Chicago, and this car has never broken down on me once on the side of the highway, thankfully. Other than that, like, it's a perfect car for me. I love it. It's gas. I like this car better than that Volkswagen. If you guys are wondering why I'm dissing that Volkswagen so much, it's because that was like my first reviewed car I ever did, and that was the car I reviewed right before this car, which is my own car, and this is my car, so I'm kind of biased. But go watch that video. You guys are confused about it, but I don't like it. You guys can hear probably the monster cans bouncing up and around. They're so annoying with this cup holders. I should maybe buy something, but I can just like slide in there. Maybe like some like rubber thing to grip it on the side better. That would be probably smart.
Also, the suspension's super stiff.
Yeah, the suspension. Yeah, the suspension's super super tip. The suspension is super stiff in the front, like I've mentioned, so you guys can hear, and like it's just rough, but you know, I like it because it makes it handle a lot better and you can feel it handling better. But if you don't like that stiff suspension, you can always buy aftermarket suspension, but I don't know if you would want to do that on a car you bought.
Okay, why is the front more stiff than the back? Why aren't they equal?
I believe that back has air suspension for loading things up, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, unlike the Volkswagen, when you turn off traction control in this car,
To the other side.
when you turn off traction control in this car, which you have to do through this little menu over here, settings, driver assist, traction control off, and now it will turn off and you guys will see it. It turns it off fully, which is really nice. In the other car I had tested, some cars say partially off and they still kick in when you're going sideways. This car, it's all-wheel drive, and if you turn it all the way off, it stays all the way off, which is nice. It does like to understeer a little bit though into the corners because it is so heavy, and it doesn't help that I have bald tires. But obviously,
What does it mean to understeer? Like,
you start steering and you put like pressure behind it, and you kind of start like sliding forward when you're trying to like turn a little bit, like it skirts instead of actually gripping and turning.
oh, okay.
The build quality on this car is not the best. If you guys look,
It's almost.
you guys can see like this thing's falling apart. This thing looks like you just want to like rip it down. And then when this glass shattered up top, it like went in there, and now it's like rattling whenever Joe punches it, but I don't know why he would punch it like that. We'll put it into sports mode. She low-key feels quicker than the electric Volkswagen I used.
I feel imbalance, like a misalignment.
Yeah, so that rear wheel is not rear wheel. That front wheel is a little bit whatchamacallit, unbalanced, because I like to like slide this car once in a while in like a snow pile, and sometimes that can happen. So it shakes a little bit from that side. Maybe we can go slide this somewhere. I'll drive over to like a little park I know where it has like an open parking lot and whatnot, and we'll see if we can find a spot, and we'll see from there. The parking lot we wanted to go to, that was, we could have like drifted and whatnot, was like closed off, so no drifting. But that was the
I
video.
drove here 30 minutes. Just to do
He's
nothing.
complaining he has nothing to do for the next hour. No. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, please. I upload a video every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Next week's video is gonna be a banger. Week after that's gonna be a banger. This week's videos is gonna be a banger, and I'll maybe drop some random videos in between that time period. So make sure you guys are subscribed. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.